What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be hopping straight back on to the daily challenges. Apologies for yesterday. Yesterday there was no video. I was at a party the day before, so I couldn't record the daily challenges, but I did manage to keep the streaks going. In fact, I'll post yesterday's Wordle right now, followed by yesterday's Geo Hunter, a few screenshots. And then also yesterday's Globle. Yeah, the Geo Hunter one, it didn't really go that well, but same with Globle, to be honest. Globle, it could have gone better, but yesterday's Wordle, pretty good. Anyway, we're going to be jumping straight into today's Wordle, so let's go and click play. We're going to begin with chart, of course. Oh, okay, apparently it crashed. We're going to restart that and begin with chart. Our go-to word to start off with. That is not great. Only the A. Wow. Alright, so what's our next word gonna be? Let's go with this, what did we go with the last time? Let's go, it was Daisy, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Daisy. I think that was the word that we, went for last time when we only had the A, as a yellow. So, we're gonna go with Daisy. Checks for the D, checks for I, checks for S, and it checks for the Y at the very end. That's a pretty good word, I can't lie, right? Let's go with Daisy. Oof, that's not great. I mean, we know that there's an I, and it's in the right place, which is pretty good. The issue is the A now. Where's the A gonna be? Is it there? At the 4th slot? I'm tempted with a starting letter as A, like A being the starting letter. I'm tempted with that. And then maybe we go, oh, how about a line? Yo, that might be a cook, you know, yeah, we're going for that, a line. Okay, this is interesting. So, the A is at the start, which is good. And we also have the N as the very last letter. Now we're just missing the 2 letters in between. So let's have a think. Let's take a look at our options here. No, not alien. Alien would not work. Ooh, hang on a minute. Anion would work. Is that a good? No, that's not a good guess. The issue is, what if that's the words? Let's keep looking. Anion is a good next potential guess, I think. The only issue is that if it's not the word, we only check if there's another N and if there's an O, and if there's no extra N or O, then we've kind of wasted a guess, because it would be very strange for a word with like this, right? With an A at the start, the I in the middle, and an N at the very end, to have another N, or to have an O in it, besides that word. So let's just keep looking. Alright, you know what? I've had a bit of an experiment with different combinations of letters. I think anion is actually our next best guess. If it's not anion, then we're in trouble, but let's just test it out, see if it's the... Oh dear, okay, it's not anion. Now I'm really confused, because we don't have many clues, that's the issue. What if anion is a word? I don't think that's a word. I really don't think that's a word, but I genuinely don't see the word. Like, even with this, right? If we fill in the blanks with X's, I don't see the word. It's not alien, otherwise I probably would have guessed that. We are in trouble. We are in big trouble right now. I don't know what else it could... Let's just go with alien. I don't know if that's a word. Is it a word? It's not even a word. Okay. It's okay. Let's keep scouting. We won't give up. We don't give up. Okay, great. Well, I was trying to experiment with different combinations. The good news is, we know there's another A. The bad news is, we are still one letter short, and we're on our last guess. And I still have no idea what the word is. Alien? Is that a... No, it's not alien, because the N we checks for. Like, no, it can't be that. Is Awian a word? That's not a word. Surely we just gotta guess and check for like all of these now, right? Achaean, nope. I don't think it's that, nope. Whatever this word is, like, we are searching it up, because this is such a bizarre word. Asian? Is that a word? No. Axion? That sounds... No, it's not a word. That might be a word. Avian. Right. We're searching that up. We earned our 7-day streak, though. We'll take that. Current streak of 7, max streak 7. 7-day streak. Heck yeah, we're gonna take that. You earned this badge by completing 7 consecutive daily Wordle puzzles without losing. Ooh, that's pretty good. Whoa, there's a... Whoa. Where does it go up to? 1,000 days? We are not reaching 1,000 days. That's crazy. We'll take our very humble 7-day streak and think towards a 14-day streak. How about that? Okay, so it says here, avian is an adjective that means relating to, characteristic of, or derived from birds. Oh no! Actually, yeah. Avian flu. Okay, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Yeah, avian. All right. I can see that. Avian just never crossed my mind though. I'm gonna admit, avian. Yeah, avian flu. That makes a ton of sense now. Okay, fair enough. I mean, today's Wordle had me stumped. Can't lie. Alright, we're gonna put that behind us and go straight into today's Geo Hunter daily challenge. Now we have some interesting categories here. So, worst internet, table tennis, natural gas, high life expectancy, obesity rate, press freedom index high. Wow, okay. Number of islands and then marriage rate. We're gonna kick it off with Guinea-Bissau. That's an interesting country to kick it off with. It might be worst internet, I can't lie, right? Probably not table tennis. I don't think it's natural gas. High life expectancy? Nah, I don't think it's up there. Obesity rate? No, I don't think so. Press freedom index high. What does that wait? What does that even mean? Let's click on the info box. Highest press freedom. I'm gonna assume that it's the countries with the highest like rates of being able to like contribute into a press or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea what press freedom index high is exactly talking about. I think I have an idea though. Guinea-Bissau, I don't think it'd be press freedom index high. Number of islands, nah. And then marriage rate, I don't think so. We're gonna go with worst internet right off the bat for Guinea-Bissau. So let's hit him with that. It was number 8. Okay, that's pretty good. Germany, probably not natural gas. High life expectancy should be up there. Obesity rate, don't think so. Press freedom index high might be up there. Number of islands, nah. There's just better countries out there. And then marriage rate, I don't think so. I'm tempted with a high life expectancy or press freedom index high for Germany. Let's go with high life expectancy. I think that's probably the best pick out of the rest of the categories. So let's go with that. It was number 40? Really? Okay. Okay, wow. Philippines might be table tennis. I don't think so. Natural gas, probably not. Obesity rate, I don't think so either. Press freedom index high, I think it's quite low in the Philippines, right? Number of islands has got to be up there, and then marriage rate, I can probably see that. Number of islands. I think that's the safest pick for Philippines, right? Let's go with that. It was number 10. That's okay. It's pretty good. Guyana. Whoa. That's an interesting country to get. So, I don't think it's table tennis. Natural gas, probably not. Yeah, probably not. Obesity rate, I think it could be up there. Press freedom index high? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. And then marriage rate, I think the best pick here is probably obesity rate, right? Yeah, let's go with obesity rate, although... Yeah, I think, let's just go with obesity rate. It was not obesity rate. Never mind. We kind of lose, oh, okay, Samoa would have been pretty good for obesity rate. Instead, we're going to have to go with something else. It's not table tennis, it's not natural gas, it's not press freedom index high, I don't think. And then marriage rate is probably very low as well. Do you know what? Should we just skip it? I think Samoa was probably the best for obesity rate. And we chose Guyana for that instead. I think we should skip Samoa. Yeah, let's skip Samoa because the rest of the categories, I don't think are that great for Samoa. The US. See? Obesity rate would have been pretty good for the US. Instead, it's going to have to be press a freedom index high for the United States. Let's go with that. Maybe marriage rate was probably better then. Monaco. Whoa, Monaco's an interesting one. Yeah, probably would have been high life expectancy. Would have been the best shout for Monaco. It's not table tennis, not natural gas. Let's go with marriage rate for Monaco. Yeah. That's number 43. Yeah, I think we cooked today's Daily Global a little bit. Actually, it's not as bad as yesterday. So yesterday I fumbled it. Tajikistan, we're just gonna have to go with natural gas. I don't think table tennis is fantastic for Tajikistan. Do you know what? I think the Philippines would have been a good shout for table tennis. Actually, let's just go with natural gas and see what the last country is. The last country was Sierra Leone. Well, Tajikistan was 90th for natural gas, so that was actually a pretty bad pick. And then Sierra Leone for table tennis, I imagine it's probably 100 plus. Let's just, yeah. Oh my gosh. 417, that's a horrible score compared to some of our previous scores a few days ago. You know, we've had some in the hundreds only. Our target was 90. We went 327 over that. It's not great. I can't lie. And we only had a 25% accuracy. Yeah. And, well, looking at the perfect solution, yeah, table tennis for Germany at number 2. Do you know what? I don't know why I did not pick that. Yeah, table tennis for Germany number 2. Don't know why I did not pick that. Biggest fumble ever. Samoa for obesity rate, yeah. I called that out. Unfortunately, I think we picked Guyana for obesity rate, which was not a good shout. The US for gas, yeah. Natural gas for the US would have been pretty good. Monaco, high life expectancy number 1, you see? Like, oh, we picked Germany instead. Yeah, Monaco. If we only saved that for Monaco, we would have been fine. Tajikistan for marriage rate. It's number 7. Wow. Okay, I see that. And then Sierra Leone for press freedom index high. Number 54. Well, we chose table tennis and it was 100 plus, so, you know. Not ideal, let me tell you that. Today's Geo Hunter was one to forget. Alright, hopefully we can get some, redeem ourselves a little bit for today's global. So let's just jump straight into it. I'm gonna go with Italy, of course. That's our go-to country to start off with our globals. So it's 6,785 kilometers away from the mystery country, which is kind of far away. Now, yes, from yesterday's global, apparently St. Lucia was within, like, it was in 7,000 kilometers, like somewhere around that, from Italy. So it could be the US if we think about it, because I really thought that Italy to the Americas was like, you know, in the 10,000 kilometers, right? But apparently it's you know, St. Lucia's only 7,000 kilometers away, so we gotta change our perspectives of the distance across the Atlantic Ocean a little bit. But I still think, even though it's only 6,000 kilometers away from Italy, the closest, the mystery country, I think it shifts us away from the Americas. I just feel like with Africa and Asia, they are much better countries to guess compared to the Americas, right? Now, what's the next country that we should pick? Well, it's a bit of a gamble, but Africa has many countries, of course. And then towards Asia, well, we know that Myanmar was about 7,000, like pretty much on the dot, 7,000 kilometers away from Italy. So if we use that and kind of go maybe like about a few hundred kilometers towards Italy, that puts us at around Bangladesh, maybe Bhutan, so, which is what we considered for that round that we got Myanmar in 2 guesses. Check that video out, by the way. That was insane. I like, that was a crazy guess. But why not go for Bangladesh this time, seeing that it's only a couple of hundred, like, well, yeah, a few hundred kilometers closer towards Italy. That might make it the mystery country, you know? So let's go with Bangladesh. And even if it's not Bangladesh, like if Bangladesh is a lot cooler, we know we should go to Africa. So I think it's worth giving Bangladesh a shout, right? It's a lot warmer, but not by much. Interesting. 2,000 kilometers away. This makes me think that it might be... Whoa. This is interesting. So perhaps maybe Mongolia. Although I think Mongolia is within 6,700 kilometers away from Italy. Sri Lanka? Was that ever a bad shout? Or it might be the Maldives. I think Sri Lanka is probably too close for 2,500 kilometers away. Yeah, let's go with the Maldives then. That might be a cook. And I guess it's roughly 6,000 kilometers away from Italy. It's a bit of a gamble, but let's go with the Maldives. I think it's a reasonable shout. Let's go with that. And it was the Maldives. Let me tell you, oh my goodness. See, you gotta break it down step by step, guys. Our logic, it never fails for Globle. We start off with Italy. We think, oh, it's roughly 6,000 kilometers away. So it was worth giving Bangladesh an opportunity, right? It might have been Bangladesh. It wasn't Bangladesh, but we knew that it was 2,500 kilometers away. And with these 2 countries giving us their approximations from the mystery country, we narrowed it down to the Maldives. You can't even see them. That's the Maldives are tiny. But yeah, we narrowed it down to the Maldives right here. Our logic, it never goes wrong. Come on. Wow. Okay, well, we did redeem ourselves from the daily Geo Hunter and Wordle, to be honest. Today's Wordle and Geo Hunter did not go so well, but our Globle, that's where we clutched it back up. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy watching today's video. Of course, as always, the links to Wordle, Geo Hunter, and Globle will be down in the description, so go ahead and check it out if you want to have a play along. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.